Hey guys, GoBlue117. It's more Aria of Sorrow here. We're gonna continue on in the chapel. Actually coming up on the second boss here in a second, so we can get that done. Still haven't gotten the Bat Soul, which is, I don't know, I mean, usually I'd have it by now. That's one of the more common souls to get. Go ahead and put the base art back on. And here's some Oons. I don't think we've seen them before. They do a lot of damage, but they don't have good defense, easy to kill. The ones down there in the little pits, I like to just use the zombie soldier grenade. Because if you drop down in the pit, it can get easy. It's easy to get hit, and right before a boss, that's not what we want to do. We want to save our health to waste on the boss. So here's the Manticore. Again, like the Creaking Skull. Not a difficult boss if you're careful, but if you start taking a lot of hits, you will die. So I'm debating as to whether to actually grab the rapier just so I have a little bit more range, but for now I'm going to stick with the base lard. Only 2 attacks for the Manticore, the tail one, and I thought I would have gotten hit there, and actually just wait for him to come over, as well as that fireball one. He'll do multiple fireballs, I think. Like, I've seen him do as much as like 3 or 4, and apparently we can hit the tail too. I actually did not know that. Manticore is actually a regular enemy in Dawn of Sorrow, so but same basic idea. But that actually I'd probably do better than the Creaking Skull. Can't really do anything here because there's more to this room. There's up at the top, but we can't get up there right now. So let's just move on. You can go back and save, but be warned there is a new enemy in there. And damn, it's flame, man. The Quetzalcoatl, which is kind of like the White Dragon, except it's not bound to a wall. It'll bounce around, and it's really annoying. I really don't like it. So if you want to go back and look at that, I'll show it off later, because I'm obviously going to come back here later. Door on the left we will get to later. That actually just takes us to the rest of the chapel. And there's the tiny double soul. Not a bad one. Pretty good range, especially if you're doing it kind of up close. It's pretty accurate. And it's not terrible as far as MP. Here's a zombie officer. There's actually one of these in the castle corridor. I didn't show it off because I don't think we can get up to where it is yet. We might have been able to. It might have been in that room right before the Creaking Skull. Anyway, though, let's move on to the third area of the game, which is the study. Let's start out heading off to the right. Not a lot here. The main part of this is going to be down below, but we can see another one of the Durgas, some more tiny devils. I'd like to get the Durga soul out of the way, because these are, this might be the, well, no, I guess the 4th area we'll see some, but after that we won't see any more Durgas. What's on the left? More enemies, Student Witch. Giant Ghost. We saw the Giant Ghost. Oh, there's the Giant Ghost Soul. So it creates a protective barrier. I think that's our first R1 that's not like an ability. Because obviously we got the Flying Armor, but that was an ability soul. Okay, so this is the Bastard Sword. I think this is an overhead one. So not much weaker than the base lard. Oh, I guess it's not overhead. I might actually hold on to this. But actually, we're going to get another sword in this area that's going to be even better. And we can't get up there yet, so we'll have to remember to come back here later. But we'll end up getting another sword. I want to say, yeah, it's before the boss. That we'll hold on to for a couple areas. And that's the one I was alluding to earlier. I think last video I kind of talked about that. Over here we got an anti-venom, no, uncursed potion. Looks like there should be a hidden room somewhere over there, but I think that's all there is there. Here's our first evil butcher. We're going to see a lot of these guys in this area. As well as the next area too. So, yeah, just duck down. They can't throw the knives down there, so if you just duck and whack at them, no big. You can kill them easily. We got some bone pillars. This is actually a good place to get the bone pillar soul and the evil butcher soul, because the door is right here on the right. You just go back and forth between the rooms, kill off the bone pillars, as well as the Evil Butcher. Hopefully you can grab a soul without too much trouble with that. We can move this block around and eventually get up there, but even using the block we can't get up there. We can also grab something later up there. But again, that'll come with an ability that we're actually going to get here in this area. If you played other Castlevania games, you know what it is. You can probably guess what it is. Ectoplasm and Arachnia. A couple new enemies. The Ectoplasms, I don't know if we've seen before, they do curse you. When you're cursed, you lose all of your MP. And obviously it takes a while to get it back, so unless you're by a save room, you won't be able to use your souls for a while. Ectoplasm Soul, which we just got, which I'm not going to equip, because the Skeleton Knight increases my strength and attack. Actually makes you immune to curses, so if you really wanted to, and there's the Tiny Devil Soul again, I do like that one. But I'll probably hold on to the Zombie Soldier one. But if you're struggling with the Ectoplasm, that, as far as just getting cursed, and obviously that's annoying. I almost say it's more annoying than being poisoned. But that's just me. Hidden room up here, where you can grab a melon, which I think is our first food item. Works the same as potions, but it's not. It doesn't tell you how much HP it heals. I think the melon actually heals a couple hundred. We got another uncursed potion. I guess the Ectoplasms drop that, which makes sense. I think we can get up there. Yeah, that's the ledge. Just take a look at the map. We got the 100 gold. So just fall down here, get hit by the Ectoplasm. These guys turn you to stone, but I think no, I don't think we've seen one of them either. No, nothing there. Over here is a save room, so I'm just going to heal myself, because I want to get all my MP back. You can go down, but you can't really get a whole lot down there. Not going to worry about that, we'll move on. In this room, we're actually going to meet somebody else. And this is Yoko Belnades, or Belnades. Belnades sounds better, I'm going to go with that. Who is a member of the church. And she also knows Jinya Arcado. Haluka, as she also called him. Again, if you know Castlevania, you know what that means, but well, again, you can guess what it means. But we're just going to talk a little bit about the power of dominance that Soma has. So yeah, some strange people. Arcado, Gran, and then now Yoko. And she actually knows Gran, and she thinks that he's going to inherit Dracula's powers. Well, we'll see. I mean, he did seem kind of interested in it, but I don't know. In that room back there should be a boer. We saw one of them in the room with the blue crows, that weird wheel thing. So that's actually good. That's the best place to get the boer. So here's the Minotaur. We'll see a lot of them in the next area. Just backdash or get out of the way like I am. They take a few hits to kill, but they give off some good experience, and their soul is actually an upgrade of the Skeleton Knight's soul. It increases strength by 8. So I think it's 8. Or is that... I don't think it's the 12. I don't think it increases strength by 12. Anyway, this is not a save room. This is actually... You have to backdash into that room in order to get in. Beat the Ectoplasm. First time I did this project for YouTube, or tried to, I had a lot of trouble with that dumb Ectoplasm because it came right next to the opening, kept hurting me, which is annoying because I'm right by the boss door. But once you get all the way down here, grab some stuff, we get the whip sword, and if we take a look at that, that is, again, weaker than the base lard still. Base lard's strong, but look at that range. And again, the closest thing to old Castlevania weapon that we're going to see in this game. So, as far as a whip. So, anyway, let's go ahead and fight the third boss already. So 2 bosses in 1 video. This is the Great Armor, and again, a lot of damage. I'm actually going to grab the Zombie Soldier Soul. This guy moves so slow, Zombie Soldier Soul is good. See how long I'm going to show off it goes. We've seen it already, I just thought I'd show it off an enemy. I don't think much of it. Again, with the whip sword and this extended range, you should be a little bit easier to dodge, although really it's not that hard to dodge, and I'm just taking damage because I want to get this done. I'm already at 11 minutes, and I want to show off a little bit more in this video. But like using the base light would be absolute hell in this battle. I think you might actually be able to duck that one attack where he swings the sword on the ground. Or maybe it's that one. I think one of them you can actually duck and be under the sword. Anyway though, again, another really easy boss. Grab the health. We're actually over 400 HP already. And now we're going to meet another guy, although this guy seems kind of weird. And the army ordered him to come to Dracula's castle inside an eclipse. No, not really. Apparently he was inspecting the shrine, but just randomly ended up in the castle, kind of like us. And he is actually going to be the merchant of this game. And so he's actually going to set up shop. Good for him. So he's actually going to take advantage of the protective barrier that Arcado set up to protect Mina out in the front. So if you ever want to buy items, weapons, other stuff, just go to that first room where we first were in the castle before we enter the castle corridor, and you can buy stuff and sell stuff, and I'll show that off later when I actually might want to buy stuff. Other big thing in that room, of course, was the soul we got, which was the Malphas soul. You actually had to fight Malphas in Dawn of Sorrow, but not in this game. Malphas soul is an ability soul that gives you the double jump, so that's cool. So yeah, just press jump when you're in the air and you can jump higher. That's how we're going to reach all those ledges. There's the Boer from the Yoko room. But that's going to give us the opportunity to explore much more of the castle. So I'm going to head down here and just can't get there yet because we can't. Next ability soul that we get will allow us to go there, and we'll actually get the next ability soul in the next area, but not yet. And that item really isn't important for now. It certainly will be later in the game, but not now. I'm actually thinking I'm just going to end the video here. I'm already at 14 minutes, so we'll kind of go through more of the study in the next area in the next video.